Across the multiverse, two fan-favorite powerhouses are about to break every law of physics, doing what they do best, going way too fast. One's the Scarlet Speedster, who's outrun death, time, and even the end of existence itself. The other is the shiny space dude, who surfs black holes for fun and wields enough power to rewrite the universe. The Flash, the Silver Surfer. Speed Force versus the Power Cosmic. Who's gonna win? Let's find out. Barry Allen was the son of Henry and Nora Allen and lived a good life until his mother was brutally murdered one fateful night. His dad would then be falsely accused of the crime, leaving the young Barry alone. But driven to prove his father's innocence, Barry would grow up to be the youngest CSI worker in the police force. One fateful night though, Barry would be struck by lightning and was doused with all sorts of chemicals. The accident placed Barry in a coma, and when he awoke, he discovered that he had been granted amazing power by the Speed Force, being able to move with super speed and defied all the laws of physics in the process. With this newfound power, Barry chose to help others, became the Flash, a founding member of the Justice League, one of DC's greatest heroes. The Flash's main power is obviously his insane superhuman speed. And man, is this guy fast. His speed can definitely vary, and Flash often doesn't go all out in every fight or against every villain, but he's definitely way faster than the speed of light. And that's truly just the starting point. Flash can circle the globe countless times all in an instant, actually doing this on a semi-regular basis. And he's raced around the world so fast before, where he's been able to generate enough energy to actually threaten to destroy the world. So like some crazy speed. And again, that's not even near the best that Flash has done. He's traveled through time with his speed, outrun characters like Superman and Green Lantern, even outrun death itself. And not like the old, slow, normal death, but the speedster version of death. And Flash is just that fast in an actual fight too. He can easily outrace light speed attacks, casually dodge attacks from Kryptonians, react within femtoseconds. Basically, you're talking about just an absurd level of speed. The type of speed where Barry can quite literally do anything he wants. He's just that fast. And Flash has definitely learned to use all the crazy other powers that come along with super speed. Barry's power with his attacks does depend a bit on how fast he's moving, with him often holding back because he could possibly kill someone if he goes too quick. But at his best, well, Flash is pretty dang powerful. He can bring down Kryptonians with just one punch. He's been able to knock around high-tier characters like Superman, Supergirl, Wonder Woman, and Martian Manhunter. And of course, there's the infamous infinite mass punch. Because as Flash approaches the speed of light, well, he starts to approach infinite mass too, hence the name, Infinite Mass Punch. And this punch is so powerful that Flash has been able to knock around the Anti-Monitor and actually hurt the Anti-Monitor, punching him through several dimensions and universes while he was at it. He's durable enough to take attacks from Reverse Flash and Superman and even the Anti-Monitor, so he's definitely not a glass cannon either. Flash can vibrate and phase his body, either vibrating his body and letting attacks just pass right through him, or using it offensively and hurting opponents by phasing through them. He can travel through time with just his pure speed alone. He can throw around lightning bolts and create cyclones with his speed. Flash is an expert at using the Speed Force in all sorts of ways, granting him all sorts of abilities. End of the day, for a guy who can just run really fast, Flash is definitely one of the most powerful heroes in all of DC Comics. To protect his homeworld from destruction at the hands of Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds, Norrin Radd struck a desperate bargain. He would serve Galactus for eternity. In return, he was granted a portion of the power cosmic, transforming him into the Silver Surfer, herald to the World Eater. Now when it comes to the Silver Surfer, just how powerful he is, well, the answer is pretty simple. The power cosmic. That's it. That's the source of everything he can do. How strong is the Silver Surfer? Well, it's the power cosmic. How fast? The answer is the power cosmic. How many powers does he have? Basically all of them, thanks to the power cosmic. And it's not just some random energy source either. It's been described as infinite, as being the universe itself. Iron Man once called it the primary substance of omniscience and omnipresence. It was anything and everything. In other words, the Surfer doesn't just use power, he's basically plugged into the foundation of existence. One of the first things it gives him? Ridiculous strength. Surfer has casually overpowered heavy hitters like Thing, Abomination, and Rhino, but he's also gone toe-to-toe with Thor, Hulk, and Beta Ray Bill, guys who regularly shatter planets and shake universes. He's thrown moons at Galactus, broken free from entire planets, and once threw a spaceship out of the solar system, so fast it just kept going for centuries. Oh, and he caught a star once. Yeah, it's not just strength either, the guy is insanely durable. Surfer literally surfs on supernovas for fun. He flies through stars with no issue, tanks Hulk and Thor's best shots, and shrugs off blasts from Galactus and Thanos. Planet-destroying energy can knock him off his board, sure, but he survived attacks that wrecked entire solar systems. He's even lived through the Big Crunch, the opposite of the Big Bang, something Galactus himself admitted he couldn't survive for long. And thanks to the power cosmic, he's basically immune to most things: extreme heat, cold, mind control, soul manipulation, even reality warping and erasure. But if he does take damage, well, good luck keeping him down. His regen is absurd. He's been sliced apart and healed instantly, reduced to fragments and reformed, even dispersed into nothingness, and still came back. He can exist without a body, reform from thought alone, and once reassembled, after being spread across the entire cosmos. His regeneration isn't just physical, it's existential. Now let's talk speed. If there's one word for Surfer, it's fast. His travel speed is completely immeasurable. He's crossed 500,000 light years in seconds, basically 5 Milky Way galaxies before you could blink. He's flown from the overspace back into the physical universe. He once outraced the destruction of the Never Queen, the embodiment of all possibilities. That means he literally outran the collapse of every reality and every possible version of his own death. And while he was doing that, he also outran himself, beating his own past self in a race against omniversal destruction. His combat speed matches all of this too, moving at light speed, nanoseconds, blitzing entire alien fleets before anyone reacts. And then there's his versatility. This is where the power cosmic really breaks the game. His energy blast can vaporize planets, he can create shields and just absorb pretty much any energy attack, sometimes using it to reignite stars or unleash it back 1,000,000 times stronger. He once absorbed the Big Crunch itself and weaponized that energy against gods. He can manipulate matter, atomize enemies instantly, or dismantle them from the inside out. He controls gravity, travels through time and dimensions, he can manipulate souls, he can destroy minds with telepathy, or phase and turn intangible. He once revived an entire dead planet. Every person, every animal, every ecosystem. He's even manipulated fate itself, escaping loops by literally creating new possibilities. And one of his craziest feats, he erased all memory, culture, and history of his homeworld across the entire universe in a single wave. Surfer also scales with Marvel's top tiers. He's fought Thor to a standstill repeatedly. He's matched the Hulk, who's shaken the multiverse and cracked Onslaught's armor, the same Onslaught who contained Franklin Richards. Even weakened, Surfer triggered a device that was keyed into Thanos' power level. He's clashed evenly with Galactus himself after a planetary meal. Most impressively, he fought the Griever at the end of all things, the literal embodiment of entropy, who ends multiverses, and held her off for over 16 minutes, long enough that she acknowledged him and praised him. So yeah, Silver Surfer isn't just strong or tough or fast. He's got all of it, with nearly limitless versatility on top. He can destroy galaxies, manipulate existence itself, and hang with Marvel's biggest cosmic forces. In all of comics, there are only a handful of characters who can even stand in his weight class. Surfer's not just powerful, he's that guy. So, who wins, the Scarlet Speedster or the Silver Sentinel of the Spaceways? Two cosmic travelers, two men bound to infinite energy, and two heroes who've raced beyond life and death themselves, the Flash and the Silver Surfer. Barry Allen, the fastest man alive. The Flash's power comes from the Speed Force, a cosmic energy field that connects every speedster across time and the multiverse. It's what lets Barry do the impossible, move faster than thought, faster than light, and even faster than existence itself. He's outrun death, time itself, and the literal end of creation. We've seen Barry blitz beings who transcend time, keeping pace with Wally West, and escaping the Speed Force barrier, a metaphysical wall that defines reality. That's not just fast, that's immeasurable speed beyond physics. But it's not just his speed. Barry's control over the Speed Force gives him reality-breaking powers. He can vibrate through solid matter, turn intangible, phase through attacks, and even steal speed from others, draining their motion completely. He's created infinite time duplicates of himself, traveled through universes in a heartbeat, and generated lightning strong enough to fry metahumans and cosmic entities alike. His reflexes border on precognition. He's reacted in attoseconds. That's a billionth of a second. In durability, the Flash isn't some glass cannon. Barry can withstand the friction and heat of speeds that would vaporize planets, survive inside the Speed Force itself, and tank hits from beings like Superman, Doomsday, and Zoom. He's even regenerated from raw energy after disintegration. Add in his genius-level understanding of time travel, physics, and dimensional mechanics, you've got one of the most powerful beings in DC Comics. The Speed Force makes Barry untouchable, but there's another cosmic power that rivals it. It glows silver. Norrin Radd, the Silver Surfer, the Herald of Galactus, and the Master of the Power Cosmic. A being of pure cosmic energy, able to manipulate matter, space, time, and life itself. The Power Cosmic is one of the most terrifyingly potent forces in all of Marvel. It isn't just energy, it's the raw fabric of the universe. It can bend matter, rewrite DNA, and even erase existence itself. Surfer has used it to resurrect entire planets, restore ecosystems, and destroy others with a gesture. He's regenerated from being torn apart at the atomic level, repaired his body from across the cosmos, and once brought an entire world back to life by accident because he gave it too much life energy. That's the kind of scale we're talking about here. He can absorb gamma radiation from the Hulk, drain the power cosmic from other heralds, or convert a dying star into pure light. He's tanked full force blows from Thor, clashed evenly with Thanos, and fought abstract beings like Mephisto and the Griever, an entity that represents the death of all things. He can fly faster than time itself, phase through existence, and see across infinite realities simultaneously. In his awareness, it's cosmic omniscience. Norn perceives all time at once, every particle, every vibration, every possibility. He doesn't just see the universe, he feels it. He can sense energy fluctuations light years away, or pinpoint the birth of a single atom across galaxies. He once manipulated the Big Crunch itself, the final collapse of all reality. He did it while weakened. That's the kind of level we're talking about here. So when we compare the Speed Force to the Power Cosmic, that's the difference. The Speed Force lets Flash run through creation. The Power Cosmic lets Surfer rewrite it. Flash has the advantage in raw movement, immeasurable speed, faster than thought reaction time, and dimensional traversal that borders on the divine. He could blitz Surfer before most heroes could blink. But Surfer doesn't need to move to win. His thoughts, his energy, his will, they all operate on cosmic levels. He can alter the space Barry runs through. He can drain the kinetic energy from his very step, or phase himself into a dimension where time doesn't flow and speed doesn't matter. The Flash steals speed. The Surfer can steal power itself. Barry vibrates through walls. Norrin disassembles matter down to its atoms. The Flash runs through universes. The Silver Surfer creates them. At his best, Barry can bend physics. At his best, Surfer can erase physics. The Flash may be the fastest man alive, but the Silver Surfer, he isn't a man anymore. He's a cosmic constant. Faster than light, stronger than gods, and as infinite as the universes he rides through. The Speed Force, it's powerful, it burns bright, but the Power Cosmic shines brighter. The Silver Surfer wins.